Oh yeah, yeah. Make sure y'all hit the yeah. Keep yourself in the queue, man. Keep yourself in the queue. I'll be. So ready? All right, listen, y'all. Welcome to Me and Take a Seat. Myself, Big Country. We have some beautiful admins here. We got starting with the one in the comment. We have Class as one of the admins, and we have Brookie here as the other admin, y'all. We having an amazing show today, y'all. So I'm super excited about this. So if anybody in here have spotlights, go tell a friend, to bring a friend. Everybody can join against each other. It's an amazing topic. I got a chance to get to know this amazing person, man, and he's very humble, man. He's very humble, very laid back, and I respect his cadence, man. And it's another guy that I've known for a long time. That good to see him on the scene. I haven't seen him in a while, man. So be nice to get a point of view from other people's opinions. But I am super excited about this topic, man. So he says, when you fight for a relationship or walk away, he says, so this is a very good topic to talk about today, is because I feel like people fight against each other more than fight for each other. You know what I'm saying? So this is going to be a very good topic. Y'all stick around, y'all. Whoever my number one gift of the show, named the next week's topic. Mm-hmm. So Mills came out the gate running. Okay.
And Danny Devine chose this topic for this week. So thank you, Danny. If she's here, I think she'll be coming in. But yeah, like if you want to know something that's on your mind or you're going through something. So she actually told me, she said it was someone in her life, not that's going through this situation, and she wants to know why he feels certain ways, because she's the female, like I think it's her friend or cousin or something like that that's going through this situation. She's like, I want to understand why they feel like this or why they do this. So I was like, that's cool. So if that's you, like, and you want to know something, maybe you're going through something, perfect. And it's always good to know what a man is, how they respond, because women, we think completely differently. We act more with our emotions.
Yeah. Yes. So I'm super excited. If you guys have any questions, stick around, man. I do want to say thank you guys for being here. And it's gonna be very enjoyable, man. I'm ready to get some answers, because some of y'all may be going through the same situation, okay? And I'm assuming the most probably from women. So just to hear from a man's point of view, that's a gem. A man finna give you the game, tell you how he feel, you know, what men think and why they do it. And yeah, and then fellas, no holding nothing back, man. Listen, take the filters off. Okay, not the cursing part, but you know what I mean? Take the filters off, how you feel about the situation. You ain't got to sugarcoat it. You know what? All good seasoning. You know what I'm saying? All good seasoning. So yeah, but just make sure y'all hit it, man. So I'm gonna put these guys in the seat real quick.
And just remember, if you cast, it's still a 1K gift. We do have YouTube, so please, if you want to catch up on other episodes, or you'll see this. Oh, look how handsome you look.
Yeah, we had to get Dapo for the situation. Yes, sir.
Look at these men. Okay, Country, move your camera down a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got these men that can scrub up a little bit.
Damper Jurlicious, you know what I'm saying? We damper over here. Nah, I appreciate you guys being here. What I want to start something new today, man. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Brookie gonna give you guys the first question of the show. So how it's gonna work is Sofa King gonna start off with you, right? Gonna start off with you, and then you're gonna start with you, Lucy. You know what I mean? So every new question gonna start with you. If you agree to the question and you want, feel free to do so. All right, you ready?
And it's a no judgment zone. So if there's any trolling, anything in the comments, you will be removed. This is not that stream, and this is a place for men to feel safe and have their voice. This is the whole purpose of it, because a lot of men do get shut down. So really speak freely. Like, we want to hear from you, and you don't have to agree with each other either. Like, if Country says something, you do not have to agree. Like, right. All right. First question is, what are the top 3 signs that indicate it's time to fight for a relationship? All right, I'm going to get out.
So that
Before
would
you
be-
answer that question, though, I want to do something new. So everybody here, because I felt like I had to really think about this and listen, introduce yourself, because a lot of these people might not stick around to the whole show. Introduce yourself, hit them with the fave real quick, y'all. Get it out the way, and then we'll catch people on the back end. So that way we can do it in the beginning. Somebody might have to go to work or got to go somewhere. So, Sofa, introduce yourself real quick before we answer them. Start getting down to these questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. My name I can't say in his stream. What it's meant to be. Chris Casper can't say my name either, so it's fun. I like to play around on the app. I like to hang out with people. I know people from all over the world. I'm very blessed in that sense. And I stream usually about 3 times a week, very random times. Not any specific time. So if you catch me on, come in, say hi. My streams, we troll the trolls back. So like nobody gets kicked. It's fun. But yeah, that's all.
I appreciate you. Long time no see, Lucy. How you been, man?
Hey, man, it's been a trying time. Actually, the fact that you gave me the main prompt for the show, yeah, it rang bells, brother. Like I'm looking forward to these questions. I do have a perspective on it. I am Lucid Shore. I host a blind date night on Sundays. We might be moving it soon or be doing specialty nights because we got people that have, you know what I'm saying, conflicting schedules. I also admin for Role Model Fresh, Acting Out, Mirage Monet with Babalistic, and Sunshine with Lyrically Correct. So if you're looking for some shows on the app, I got you. If you got some flyers, send them to me. I'll promote you. Let me know.
Amen. Amen. All right, let's dive into that. So, Brookie, can you put that back in the comment? There it is right there. So what are the top 3 signs that indicate it's time to fight for a relationship? We're going to start with you, Sofa.
When there's kids involved, that's a number 1 sign. Integrity, as long as somebody has the same moral compass that you do, that's a sign to fight for it. And which includes honesty, trust, all of those things. And then, you know, the attraction. Go back and look at the attraction on everything. So.
Okay, good answer, man. Good answer. What you got to say about that, Lucy?
I would have to agree. If kids are involved, 100%. Like I've seen it. I don't have any kids personally, but I've seen what it's done to my brothers. Like they literally, it clicks in their mind. I got to move. I got to do something. So yes, that is beautiful. The way that changes a man. Okay.
Okay.
2, integrity. Absolutely agreed with that. Loyalty. Can I trust you alone? Do I have to worry about you? And like behind my back? That's like, if that's something that is reoccurring, I'm stepping. Okay. 3, righting wrongs is one thing I did not hear. Righting wrongs. Like say for instance, you triggered your partner. Okay. Now I'm not saying it's gonna be impossible to not trigger your partner. We're all human. We all have triggers, okay? But I'm looking for somebody that is trying to stay away from those triggers. You know what I'm saying? Like if you know something triggers me and you're continuing to do the same thing, I'm kicking it, respectfully. So how are you coming back from those situations?
I agree. I agree with you guys. You guys was amazing answer, but the kid part gets me. Because you can be in a relationship because you got kids, doesn't necessarily need to be in one. Because sometimes sometimes a toxic relationship is better than an absent one.
Yeah.
So not necessarily the kids will fight one, it's just the situation. You know what I mean? And she's fighting for you. You get what I mean? Because I want somebody to fight just as hard as I'm fighting for you. The kids is the innocent ones, they're the innocent bystanders, right? But at the same time, and I'm speaking from a world experience, like it hurt at first, but my daughter got over it. But at the same time, I couldn't allow my daughter to see what was going on in the relationship. Even though you want to fight, but because of my child, but at the same time, I'm hurting her even more. You know what I mean? So that's my experience of that, man. But you know, you want to fight for your family. You get what I'm saying? You want to fight for your family. So, but yeah, other than that, man, you know, I agree with everything else. But if it's based on the situation, if it's a good balanced relationship, you know, you're gonna have your ups and downs or whatnot. But if it's a toxic one, man, they're always fighting and bickering all the time, even though you got kids, not necessarily saying you're not helping the situation. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my opinion. Let's go to number 2, y'all. Number 2. Do you believe it is acceptable to stay in a relationship?
You go first this time?
No, I was gonna start with you. Start with you. For every time we start, we're gonna start because at the top.
All right. I think that I've seen people in financial situations where it's convenient for them to stay in relationships because they both benefit. I think it takes away the love part of things, which sucks, but I could see where it could happen. And then, like, if I needed to, and I had a relationship, and they needed a place, and I needed a place, and we shared a place, split bills and everything, 100%.
Yo, Brookie, I appreciate you for putting the question in again. For me, it depends on the timeline, I would think. Like if we're planning to eventually go our separate ways, because I've had a situation like that, and we've had to, like, in the timeline was 3 months. They got their situation situated, and I continue to live in that space. But you know, it honestly depends on the circumstances. Like any genuine human being isn't going to put somebody out on the street. So it's literally just keeping in mind what that timeline looks like in y'all's communication. If you're going to stay around somebody for that much time, and you're not guaranteeing if you're leaving or not, that just leaves room for more toxicity to ensue, like, on real. But yeah. Is that Miss Cotton Candy? Oh, it is. What's up, Queen?
What's up about that, y'all? Grandkids popped up on me. So, but yeah, I apologize about that. Let's get to the third question. We might have to, let's just go to number 3. A new puppy, y'all. New puppy.
We understand, brother. Don't worry. I saw the look.
Crazy.
All right.
I thought your kid was coming to pick up the dog.
Yeah, Monday. She started a new job, so we're gonna try to. Hey! Can you pump the brakes a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Huh? Yes? They didn't feed you? Oh, this is amazing. Okay, look, guess what Grandpa's here for, man?
Absolutely. How do you tell between a healthy struggle and a toxic conflict in a relationship?
So, when I was married, I had anxiety all the time in that relationship, and I knew it was toxic. We went to counseling, separate counseling and marriage counseling, and everybody agreed that it was toxic. And she wouldn't do what she said she would do in counseling. She would say it in counseling, but she wouldn't do it at home life.
Right.
So that's when I knew.
Correct. I don't know how we're gonna make this work. We're gonna make it work though. All right, go ahead, y'all. We back.
Tizzy.
All right. We got to number 3.
Sofa King was in the middle.
Okay, my bad. Go ahead. welcome y'all. Let me introduce you. Welcome y'all. Thank you for being here for me and take a seat. I had to pull an audible real quick. You know, when you got kids, grandkids dumped on you, man, you know. But I appreciate you guys understanding. You know, this is how it works, man. We have whoever the number one gift of my show would name the next week's topic, okay? And lately been some amazing topics, so I appreciate you guys. No, you good. You guys being here, and thank you guys so much. And we have Sofa King in the box, and we got Lucid. So I appreciate you guys being here, man. Thank you for understanding. So we're just gonna dive. Let you finish your finish answering your question, man. I mean, answer the question to these beautiful people in the comments. So thank you guys.
So a struggle is something that is not a repeated pattern of behavior. Toxic is gaslighting and when you can't do anything right, can't cut the yard right, can't clean correctly, and you end up outsourcing all those things. And then you cut an avocado and then you can't even cut that correctly. You know, that's when it's like, okay, this is just toxic. It's time to get out. Like, am I cutting the avocado unsafe? No. The avocado for me? Yes. Is anyone else eating it? No. Okay, relax.
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything right. It was just so toxic. It was like, go away.
Felt that.
I said, hey, public, yeah, listen, man, it's a struggle today, man. The struggle is real. All right, go ahead, Lucy. Thank you for that .9 too, by the way. Yes, spotlight. We need spotlights, y'all.
Absolutely. But for me, to tell between the two would be the consistency of it all. Like it definitely ties into what Sofa King was saying. I'm gonna call you Sofa so we don't cross the line. Respectfully, you want somebody that is going to be consistent with their feelings and their understanding with you. If they're straying away from the conversations that you have had, you know what I'm saying, that leans toward the toxic. They're not doing the due diligence for the relationship to heal, to mend things that happened in the past, or make a beautiful picture forward. You know, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome to Men Take a Seat. We got some beautiful people here. Make sure you hit the top 3 gifters of the stream as well. Whoever the number 1 gift is of the show, that will be crowned for the top stream of the show, man, and name the next week's topic. And we have Sofa King here, and we have Lucy. Again, I want to apologize for a interception going on here with the grandkids and the dog, man. So I appreciate you guys understanding, but make sure you hit those spotlights as well. If you guys know anybody's dealing with a relationship and people want to walk away from a relationship, these young men gonna give you their best advice they can give from what their situation they've been through, or situationships, or Sofa, been through, a lot. He has a lot to talk about, and it's good to hear with Lucy, because Sofa always express, his relationship and what he been through, man. So I got to get a little nip tab off of him, but hearing what you got, Lucid, I'm so excited, man. So I appreciate you guys being here. Let's roll with the next question, y'all. Can you put the next question in the comment? Give him some.
Thank you, everybody, for pulling up.
It is definitely not a sign of weakness to walk away from a relationship if it's toxic, or you have to have self-love, and if you don't love yourself, you can't love the other person. So there's no point in being in the relationship. So it's a sign of strength and empowerment.
I agree. Let me read through it again.
It says, is it a sign of weakness to walk away from a relationship, or is it a legitimate from a self-care?
Well, if you're dealing with nothing but toxicity and you wanted some normalcy, say for instance, you had those tough conversations on repeat, like, hey, you're stepping all over my standards, my boundaries. I really like you. I really love you in certain situations. And I need you to hear me, and I need to see some action change. or I'm kicking it. So if they expected you to stay, they didn't even care about you. So yeah, it is a form of self-care because you're taking care of yourself. You wanted it to work out. You had those tough conversations. I have those tough conversations. Okay. I take accountability 100%. If I know I fucked up, I'm eating that. Okay. Like, and if I don't see you eat something, I'm definitely going to speak up about it because it's the same way.
Hey, you see that comment, Lucy? For every cuss word is a 1K gift. They own it. These people don't miss.
You're right.
They accurate.
Right. Hold on. I got to re-up.
No, we good. We can do it at the end of the show. They accurate. They accurate, man.
I got one. My bad, y'all.
All right, so cool. Honestly, I agree with both of you guys, man. When it comes, it's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of your peace. Like somebody said, it's the difference between humility and stupidity. Like, I'm not continuing to be humiliated, you know what I mean, in a relationship and just constantly being talked down or, you know what I mean, to walk away. But it takes a lot for you to get there. You know what I mean? Like, a whole lot. In order to make that decision based off the scenarios in your head, like, I got to fight for this and fight for this. Like, in my mind, it told me what you really been through to come up with that decision. You know what I mean? So you have to really, took you some time to get there. So what I mean? To make, especially from a man. Women are more nurturers. When a man said they're done, it took them a lot. A woman will forgive you over and over, you know what I'm saying? This, and we can figure it out. And a man say, you know, yeah, we figured it out, but if you get a man, because men are normally the ones that go back. They men the one normally go back to the woman, right? Based on the situation. But man, for a man to say I'm done, it's a lot of disrespect between those guidelines. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you, man, for welcoming me and take a seat. We have my brother Sofa King here and my brother Lucy, man. And we're talking about relationships should you walk away from one. So I appreciate you guys being here. And if anybody got any spotlights, please continue to hit those. And anybody that's trying to get in the box, y'all, this is a show trying to be featured, so men only. But at the end of the show, man, feel free if you have any questions. You want to talk at particular question to, if you got a question for Sofa King, direct it to him, ask him the question or Lucy, or just a general question, okay? But just make sure that you know, you hold those questions towards the end, all right? So we're gonna go to the fifth question. It said, when you face a repeated issues, is it better to seek professional help or in the relationship? Why?
So it depends on how long you've been in the relationship. Whether your kids are involved or attached to that person. I think it's good to communicate over a period of time your boundaries of what is not working. I dated this one lady for 6 months, and she started like turning into an angry drunk. And I'm like, I don't care if you drink. That doesn't bother me at all. But if you get angry, that doesn't work. I was in an abusive relationship already, you know, verbally and emotionally abusive. I don't deal with that. So figure it out, but I'm not going to deal with it. And it's always a surprise every time I've broken up with someone, even though I've communicated the needs. Now, I think professional therapy is, especially if you're married. If you're married, then, you know, you made a covenant to God to be with them till death do you part. And you need professional help. I did lots of professional help. There's a lot of good books out there also. Like The Mastery of Love and The Four Agreements. Yeah. So always be improving yourself, but create boundaries. Professional help is always good in the end. If you just went on, like, you've been together for 3 months and there's already issues, communicate the issues and see ya. But I don't just break up with someone to break up with them. It's always communicated.
Good answer. Good answer. What you got to say? What kind of wisdom you got behind that, Lucy?
I gotta say, yeah, that's a timeline one. If you've been over 6 months to like a year's time, if you see yourself with them and that's something that y'all are both agreeing on, sure, counseling can help. but you have to again be doing the work within yourself to meet your partner's needs. Like letting those walls down so that you can actually truly understand each other, so you can nurture each other the right way. Going to counseling with somebody that doesn't care is a waste of time and money. But definitely would say I would end a relationship if it's under 6 months, respectfully. That's just a waste of time. You're already running into issues like that to the point where you think counseling is going to be the answer. Don't do it.
This has nothing to do with the next. I'm not going to the next question. This is tailored for each and one of y'all real quick. So it's the same question, but I want to know. Hey, Dave, can you get up there, please? A question you, you've been separated for quite some time. How long from long did it took you and the year-wise that you say I'm done? Like, this is based off people that's broken up and left a relationship. Just how long it took.
So I was with her for 15 years. The first 10 years was awesome. The last 5 years is where it went downhill. And it was probably because I got ran over on my bicycle. So I couldn't do as much as I was doing before. And it just was like, all right, I can't do that. So, and I didn't have the strength. Before I had the strength mentally and everything to like shut it down, I did not have the strength to shut down the feedback that she was giving me.
So again, I want to just crack your head real quick, man. So when did you like start from the same bedroom and decided to move out of the bedroom and start sleeping on the couch? Because that's how it normally go. You know what I mean? Going sleeping next to each other because the reason why I'm saying this, man, and people in the comment, when based on relationships, man, and he's talking about fighting for your relationship versus walk away. So I'm just letting you guys know what he actually, showing what he actually went to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's very important, man, to clarify these things because all our stories is different. And I think I don't know about you, Lucy, but this is the only person in here that ever been married in the box. I never been married. So just hearing your wisdom, though, Sofa King, I appreciate you, man. But like, you usually go from that. You know what I mean?
So I knew in June June, July, August, September, October. So I waited 4 more months before I gave the ultimatum of either do what you said you would do in counseling or I'm out. So, but I was already checked out for 4 months, still there, because I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, I'm done. And I gave the ultimatum, and obviously she couldn't do it. She preferred house. So,
okay, what about you, Lucy? From when you broke up a strong bond relationship, and I give you mine, but when did you? I don't know if you and your girl ever lived with each other. You know what I'm saying? This is a person that stayed with each other with marriage, but how far did it go to the point that you said I'm done?
Well, I checked out back in January this year. I'm recently single, like 2 months ago. But back in January, I checked out mentally because like we weren't communicating, we weren't best friends anymore. Like we had our ups and our downs, and we weren't even making time to mend anything. So hey, if we're not gonna do that, I'm gonna start filling my time with things that make me happy, so I can find myself again. But I stuck around for another 4 months trying to figure that out, or 5 months.
And ladies, so the reason why I'm saying is like the capacity with me and Carrie's, right? Like it goes deeper than that, man. You know what I mean? Like he said, checked out mentally. So like I always start with the mental part. You know what I mean? It starts with the mental part, and then you gotta look at yourself. But here's the thing: a relationship won't work if you have to put in more work to make it work. You know what I mean?
Now, I still, like, our anniversary was July. I still brought her flowers to her office and I did the normal things, but I was done. You know, it's not like I'm going to be an eggplant to her. So you get the innuendo there. Like, I'm not mean, but I'm not invested the same way. Yeah, I'm not going to do that to her.
But you know, I just say for me, man, like it took a lot. Being single for quite some time, man, and when you checked out, you find reasons to get upset and be mad. But when you actually settle, you actually calm with it, and you go back and think, like, what was I was thinking? Like, you know, wasn't no fight there. You know what I mean? Like you in the midst of everything, you really don't see things a lot clearer until you actually being alone, take time out for yourself to heal, and then you can go back and reflect, like, you know, and then just remember a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the next question, y'all.
Because what were we fighting about?
Yeah, that part. That part.
That is
That
a big
part.
one right there, pimp. Continue. I'm sorry.
But yeah, let's get to the next question. Pop up the next question real quick. I'll just read it out. It says, can love alone sustain a relationship that has major problems? What do you think?
No, love does have to be there, but no. There's compatibilities. You know, like if they don't know how to leave the toilet seat up, then I'm just kidding on that one. But the reality is, like, I have 2 boys and we leave the toilet seats up in my home. But it's not a deal breaker. I think lying is, like, you might love somebody. Like, I have friends that are a couple, and he's a chronic liar, and it drives her nuts because there's no reason to lie. He has no reason to lie, but he'll lie anyways, and it drives her nuts because there's no reason. But I couldn't deal with that myself.
I respect that.
I agree.
All right, absolutely. What you got to say about that, Lucy?
Love alone can't save anything. Okay. Again, love is work. Let me say that again. Love is work. If you're not working towards that foundation, and I believe some Bella said it as well. You definitely need a foundation of friendship and respect. If you're willy-nilly disrespecting each other and you're not understanding each other's triggers, that's a ticking time bomb. You didn't understand nothing about that person. What love did you build for real? And for long haul, I've only seen relationships where they understand their partner last long times. Okay, they're able to work out their issues, whether it's big or small. And without love, there's no way you're going to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. If you just had the feeling of wanting to be with somebody, that's not going to hold nothing together.
I think love alone can sustain a relationship. It depends what type of love is it. You know, you got a storge, when you got agape, which is God is involved. Agape can sustain anything, but you got to both be in agreement. You know what I mean? And that love is unconditional. So I do agree when you have filet mignon, conditional type. I don't think it could. But like you said, love is action though. You got to fight for it. Love make you fight for the person you love, right? You know what I'm saying? But agape for me, God got to be in the center of everything. And that's the type of love I want him to love on me and the wife. And I have a verse I'm gonna read to you guys later about husbands submitting to their wives. You know what I'm saying? So we have to play our part, man. We have to play our part. So you know, we got to do our part as well, because you got to think about it. We fight with grace and love, man, men supposed to lead. We the head, not the tail. You know what I'm saying? So like, if she ain't willing to attach on to you, she gonna get left behind. You know what I mean? If you move forward, you know what I mean? So you gotta move forward, man. But no, man, I appreciate you again. Y'all welcome to Men Take a Seat, man. We have two amazing men in here. And we have Sofa King in the box, and we got Lucy in the box. We're talking about relationships. It's worth fighting for, walking away, man. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys being here. Hit that #1 spot. Whoever the #1 gift of the show is, y'all will name the next week's topic. Let's move on to the next question. All right. The next question says, have you ever fought for someone who ultimately wasn't worth it? What did you learn from it?
I think we all have. I'm gonna start out with my last girlfriend, and she was of a different faith, so it just didn't really work out. I was a secret to all of her friends and family for so long, and then once I learned more about that faith, I was like, you need to get out of there. And I don't want to call out the faith for anyone that might be that faith. I don't want to, but to me, that faith is when you make a declaration from a prophet of God and that doesn't come true, then God is never wrong. So, and she didn't love herself. She was recovering, what's it called? Where you don't eat food. So she didn't eat food, she didn't love herself. And once I figured that out at the very end, she could never love me, then I had to end it. But the first year was amazing. And then she got into line dancing, and that was priority over me. So let me reread that again.
All right.
So I fought for it for the last year of the 2 years, and then I just let her go.
Say 2 years?
We dated for 2 years.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't say it wasn't worth it, because you always learn from
that should be good.
your relationships. I think it was worth fighting for, to know whether, rather than later on thinking maybe this would have worked or something like that.
What you got to say about that, Lucy?
I fought for many relationships that taught me you can trust the signs, but you can't stop the feeling that you have. So slowly but surely take note of those signs, okay? And weigh your pros and cons. And also keeping into account how much can your mental take, okay? There are a whole bunch of possibilities in the future with that person. Are you going to be able to handle all of that with that person? Those are the things that I try to keep with me. But ultimately, the lesson was with this college girl I was dealing with probably about like 5 years ago. Live your best life was my life, like my lifestyle's choice. Like, hey, if you're at college, live your best life. I'll be at home, you know what I'm saying? I'm working, you know what I'm saying? Just feel free to let me know if you're messing with somebody else so I can do the same. I was stupid enough to believe that she would keep it real with me.
That's good, man. Yes, I agree with what both of you guys said, especially say, it's a learning process. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad I went through my mess ups. I'm glad I went through all them hard trials and tribulations. Because when I find,
I didn't always keep looking because I didn't know where it went. Because I cannot look for it.
okay, I got you.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold you down, okay? You my little G. Okay. So for me, man, it's the fighting. It's the fighting. It's work. You got to learn from it. You can't become a master chef or a master technician if you don't mess up along the way. You know what I mean? But but it builds your builder. Because if you want to use an analogy, like it's not one successful person having messed up. Look at Elon Musk. Look how many cars he had to go through and mess up to get where he at. It's the same way in a relationship. You know what I mean? So like you got to go through. If it wasn't worth it, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a learning process. You got to learn from it. Let's go to the next question, y'all. It said, do you think some men fight for relationships out of fear of being alone? How does this impact their decision?
I know that some men do. I personally don't. I'm very confident in myself. I don't have a problem finding dates. If I want to date someone, I date. You can make phone calls. So for me, it's not that way, but I know some guys that are that way.
Well, I grew up with abandonment issues, so yeah, at first I stayed in relationships longer than I should have because I didn't like the idea of being alone, and I had hoped that things would get better, and I learned that lesson the hard way. So knocked my head on that brick wall. Yeah, but I don't do that anymore. It's not since like my last relationship when I was like 21. Yeah. If it's not a good fit, hey, move on.
Man, I'm so mad at my daughter right now. This is crazy. Man. But no, I appreciate you guys, man. I'm not even gonna dive into it, but I'm gonna get to now. We got a couple questions here, man. But y'all, make sure y'all hit these gifters, top 3 gifters of the show a favor, man. Whoever my number 1 gift is of the show, name the next week's topic. And then make sure you hit Sofa King with a favor as well. And Lucy, please do, man. Welcome to Man Take a Seat. I appreciate you guys being here, and I appreciate you for your understanding. But I want to dive into this next question. I'm gonna try to get to all of them, right? It said, in your opinion, should financial stability be a deciding factor whether you stay or leave in a relationship?
There has to be some kind of financial stability. Like I'm not paying for all their bills and my bills too. So now will I take them out on dates? You know, my last date I took on a pedicure. Nobody's ever taken her on a pedicure. I'm like, what?
Changed her whole life.
Yeah, it did. She's like, this is crazy. Like, you've never had a date take you on a pedicure? You know, self-care stuff is always good. You know, typically it's always food and drinks or whatever, but you got to do some of those step it up stuff.
Yeah.
So financial stability, and I paid for it, of course, but it was my decision to take her there. But as long as I'm not paying all of her bills and my bills too, then I'm good. Because otherwise they rely on you too much. And they're only in it for relying on you. And is there really true love?
What you think, man?
That's real. That's real. Yep. I almost owed you another wheel. I feel like you should be on the roads to financial stability. Okay. And what does that mean? You are doing your due diligence, looking at those jobs. You're not just being stagnant at the 9 to 5 that you have now. How do I move up from here? Whether it's going to classes or figuring something out, you know what I'm saying? Taking a trade, learn something. Okay. For myself, like I continue to see new roads that I want to try, and I'm actually looking into what it takes to being a contracted painter for like buildings, big businesses, houses, like housing districts, apartments, and stuff like that. I have a whole bunch of plumbing experience, a little bit of HVAC experience and electrical. I'm just trying to see where I fit in. But if you have no goals and aspirations and you're thinking that you can just live on me, there's no way. There's no way. You gotta something has to drive you. okay, for anybody to show support. Like, what can I believe in with you?
There has to be some compatibility on that front.
Yes.
So when I first started working in IT, I was a computer tech. I made like 45,000 a year, which is good money for, you know, an early 20 something.
Yeah.
It was back then. Nowadays it isn't. Nowadays you need twice that. That's got to be my bills. But I had ambitions. I wanted to grow, and I continued to grow to become a systems administrator, a solution architect. I ran multi-million-dollar projects, saved the state tons of money in these projects with efficiencies and everything else. So you always want to strive to do better. And if you don't have that same ambition, and that goes with your relationship too, not just finances, but you know, what can we do special for us?
I do want to say, you can find many women that will love you for the money. But at the end of the day, no matter how many relationships you've been in, money does not solve the issue. A real woman don't care about your money. They want you for you. And there's no fear in that. When you find that woman don't care about none of that, even though you're downs and talls and whatever, you know what I'm saying? A woman just want to feel safe, man. You know, there's no fear in that. You know what I mean? You got women now hold men more down and hold men down. And I think that's where it comes from. Like when a woman make more money than men, they feel like fear because, you know, you might get kicked out or might doing this. But when a woman don't care about your pocket, you know what I mean? You know, and you got you a real one, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I dated one lady for a year, and she made almost as much money as I do. And she pulled, like, if I went to the bathroom, she would pay the bill while I was gone. Because obviously I always pay the bills, you know, on a date. But she's like, I make almost as much as you do, and I wanted to go out to dinner too. So I don't know why I didn't keep her. There's something that my kids and I combined. There was something about her we didn't like, and I don't know what it was. That was a cool feature though. When I told my much anymore, my kids are like, okay, good. I'm like, oh, they had this thing I did. And I don't know what it was. I literally cannot point it out.
Interesting. Yeah, man. I just think that no matter how, like you can, however you want to call them, man, but a real one don't care about your pocket. You know what I mean? They care about. I read this and this on Instagram. He said, a woman don't care about your pocket, care about your purpose. It's the purpose behind it. You know what I mean? She said, I never found a man. I always found this man working harder than me, grind just as hard as me, even though she made more money. You know what I mean? Like, he was still to fight to pay those bills, even though she made more money. You know what I mean? And that's, you know when you got something solid there, man. So let's dive into number 10, y'all. Let's dive into number 10. We're getting close to the grid here. I'm gonna go to 8:05, 8:10, whatever the admins think. But right now we have males our number one gift of the show so far, man. So we're gonna go. What we doing, y'all? 8:05 or 8:10? 8:10. Okay, 8:10 by 8:09. Whoever that is by 8:10, we'll name the next week's topic. Okay, let's dive into 10 real quick. It said, how much do you think the past relationship should inform your decision in your current one?
I mean, some of it comes through because you learn your lessons and you know what to communicate or what doesn't work for you. But you have to communicate that stuff with the new relationship. You know, I had a phone date with this really good looking chick. And while I was on the phone date, I got text messages from 2 different of my female friends. We're just friends. She's like, wow, you really have some female friends. I'm like, yeah, I have just as many female friends as male friends. And she did not like that. And like, don't you have male friends? She's like, I have one, but if I get a boyfriend, then he goes to the curb. I'm like, well, it sounds like he's not just a friend. But she had some issues with some ex having female friends and there being something more. But that's her issue. So it affects potential at the same time because they have their past that they. She was really cute and she's like 10 minutes away, and I'm like, this one thing though is a deal breaker. I'm not ditching my female friends to date someone. And I learned that the hard way from my ex-wife, because before we got engaged, she slowly picked off one female friend at a time. So she got them all out.
That's a good topic to talk about too, man. You know, I have a lot of different beliefs on that as well, but definitely different topic. I don't know who's gonna name the topic, but we'll figure it out. Lucy, what you got to say about that answer, man?
Oh man, like I'm in agreement, but I have my own feeling on that. Like for real, like you can't take a past relationship into your new one. You can see some of the signs, sure, but it shouldn't dictate how you treat that new person unless they're actually doing things that happened in the old relationship and you know what comes next. But at the end of the day, you still need to separate the fact that this is a new person that you're dealing with, and pray that the same outcomes don't happen. There's better communication and understanding. Hey, Brad.
I agree with you,
You
man.
close the door?
For
Thank
me,
you.
I agree. I always say, stay single till you unpack your bag from your last relationship. You know what I mean? But also, trauma is made to be talked about. If you don't talk about your past hood trauma, you're gonna go through it in your relationship. Because you said early in the segment that you don't want nothing to trigger, right? You don't want to do no triggering. If you can avoid it, and then if you avoid it, like now but you don't want to do something on purpose or feel like when you get upset, she'll think, oh, you did that on purpose. You know how my parents, I didn't know nothing about it. I feel like we need to talk about it so I can avoid this situation. You know what I mean? So I agree both parts. Sober had a lot of good point of views in you as well. You know what I mean? So, but I'm big on that, man, because man, what you don't release will increase, boy. I'm telling you now, you're gonna go through it all, boy. I ain't lying. You're gonna deal with it. Okay? This is the last part of the show. This is the last question, y'all. And then we're gonna get, if anybody have any questions in the comments, Brookie gonna jump in the box and she got questions anybody asked during the segment. She gonna get in the box and call them by names. If you want to make it anonymous, they usually message her in Instagram. But we're gonna hear the questions. If it's catered to a Sober King, Lucy, or me, I don't know. But if it's a general question, so please inform that, y'all. Y'all ready? Here's the last question. It said, is there ever a situation where infidelity can just be justified or forgiven?
I think it's different for men and women. I don't cheat myself, but I have a lot of guy friends that have. And to them, it's just fun. And what I've seen from all the women that have cheated, it's because they've bowed out of the relationship. So if a woman cheats, I would say no. If the guy cheats, I would say he has a lot to do to recover that trust and prove that it will not happen again. And that's where a lot of the boundaries that she will create would be things. That's why I don't cheat also, because now all of a sudden you got to deal with all of that, all those new things that you cannot do, like tracking me or something like that. I would never let that happen. There would be so many things that would be justified that you could do because of you cheating.
Right.
And I don't want to live in a relationship like that. I'd rather just trust. Like if I don't trust you, I'm not with you. If you are, if a woman has infidelity, then I'm out. Because when she cheats, you know that it's emotional cheating, not like, hey, we're playing a game of tennis. So that's my viewpoint on it.
Very good PowerPoint too, man. It's fire.
That was fire. That's good. That's gonna be hard to come after that. Is it justified for some of the ladies for staying in situations with dudes? Sure, but that's just getting even. I would say it's you can be forgiven after time, but again, it ties into, are you doing the work to mend it? You know, like I would definitely say I would lean towards forgiven before justification, because for real, you were wrong. You were dead wrong doing that. There's no right way to cheat on somebody. Like you gonna justify that? No, but hey, maybe we can come back from it.
I'm glad it's the last part of the question, because I want to ask you guys a question. If God said, listen, all the things that you've done wrong, is it justifiable or is it forgivable? No sin is greater than others.
Everything's forgivable.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
We have learned, like, it's some of the hardest things in the world, but like all the things we have done wrong in this world, and God still have time to forgive us. Just like, no matter what it is, people criticize and jab at God or say this about him, but at the same time, like he says, you know, I created you for my creation. The like mind is of me. So I can never be God. I understand that. But the way Jesus thought, if God took time out or took a break on anything, a lot of us won't make it.
Yeah, but if she wants to still go hang out with that guy on the regular.
No, I agree with you. I'm getting to that. Yeah, 100%. 100%. What I'm saying is, if she actually truly say, I'm sorry, can it be forgiven? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, can it be done? Like a situation evidently can be justified, forgiven.
But
the relationship is done.
Yeah.
The relationship is done.
Again, so is it, if it's worth fighting for, would you say you're done? Because again, we all, if we went off what he did or what we did in our life, and God says, you know what, that one time you did that sin, you're done. You're done. It's over with. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell you, I messed up many times. I get it.
Yeah.
But you find that one person with grace and love, man, and says, you know what, Lord? Like, I mean, look at Ruth and Esther in the Bible, right? Like, these people been through it. Look at the Samaritan woman got married 5 times. She got divorced 5 of them things and still got chosen. You know what I mean?
It's that
you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, like, and I mean, I'm always gonna bring something biblical in there, but at the end of the day, both of you guys have valid points. I was just coming from a biblical standpoint, from my opinion, you know what I mean? Because if God says, you know, I'm not forgiving you for that thing you did 10 years ago, or I'm like, you know what? Nah, no, what you did, I forgive you, but you're done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I agree with what you said. If she kept doing, cause that's an action. You can't sweep it under the rug. Here, get my boy. Get it to your cousin. No,
I can forgive and let it go and not let it,
go give it today.
you know, be something that weighs on my heart. But I'm not going to stay with them. Only because I know that women are emotional cheaters. Now, every guy that I know, like one of my best friends, he cheated on every girlfriend he's ever had. And he just, it's nothing to him. It's like, okay, it's just, it is what it is. Let's go Dragon.
Dragon Slayer.
Sure.
Let's go. But no, I agree with you guys so much, man. Thank you so much. But yeah, man, it just one thing I love about this show, man, all our points are valid, all our points are different. And I have, believe it or not, man, I have my notes right here, and I listen to both of y'all. You know what I mean? So whatever I think they have is a very good point, man. You're never too old to learn. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys for the wisdom and knowledge that you gave to the people and everything. So
Yeah.
I appreciate, and I apologize again. Like today, y'all. This is
Whoa, you're a grandfather. Thank you.
expect-
Thank you for the new life. Thank you for taking care of your children. Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What's up, Papa?
We
Family
will
comes
always be
first.
understanding. Don't do that.
And
And you still ran the show. Let's go.
It's better to hear laughter than screaming and crying, and you know.
Right.
But I love, you know, when that last time he muted, he you could see the arm moving, and you could tell that Papa voice was out, telling him.
You know what I told him? I said no. I was doing that, and then because the dog was trying to get out and mess with him, so I was talking to the
got in
dog.
trouble.
I appreciate you guys. We
there
got
was
2
two
minutes, y'all. The number one
questions.
gift of the show. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
1 minute.
Oh,
Bella said, when should you give up on waiting on someone to be ready or to change? So I guess that could be maybe like heading into that relationship, maybe.
hey Michelle.
Were they already dating and wanting to like become official, or
Bella, are you in here still? She asked it a while ago.
my last date I dated for 4 months, right? But we only went on 8 dates. So it's not necessarily time of months, it's how much time have you spent with the person. She wanted to settle down real fast, and I'm like, we've only been on 8 dates. Relax. Like, she was ready to move in. I'm like, no. Like, we've been
That's
on 8
insane.
dates. That's a big change, especially for my kids.
Yeah, she's
Dating for
delusional.
4
bro.
months?
What?
Is cool, but you definitely need more time than that, and you need more time together than that. Amra,
Can you say the question again?
It says, from Bella, when should you give up on waiting on someone to be ready or change? And then from that question, she said, sure, dating and increasing seriousness.
Okay. For me, if it's less than 2 years, I would give it the 3-month rule if you're invested. But after that, you need to start standing on your boundaries in a different way so you can be happy in that situation.
don't
Or
make them
leave.
your only option.
Exactly. You're coddling them. They're not doing anything to make you feel better. I'm just saying, or you know, there needs to be that understanding. And if that's not there, if that work isn't being seen, and yes, baby steps do count. You just need to make sure that they're apparent, okay? Like, what are you doing to make this situation better? You know?
Country,
That's tough. That's a
What-
good question.
what do you have to say for that, Country?
One more time, repeat it.
When should you give up on waiting on someone to be ready or to change? And she said like increasing seriousness or in a relationship, or like before that relationship really kicks in, or stuff like that.
I don't know. I mean, when you say give up on a relationship, so to me, dating is not a relationship. That's before you get to that. You know what I mean? So, in answer to your question, but like when you say relationship, I'm not gonna give up on mine. Look, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna do a man has his role. If you play your role and I play my role, I think it can work out pretty good. But at the same time, a relationship is not an easy fight. You're gonna have your trials and tribulations. You're gonna have your disagreements. Question of how strong or how willing you willing to fight for that person. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, like when she wait now, when I get in the next relationship, after that relationship, this is it for me. It's a done did. I'm done. Like we stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be done. You know what I mean? Whenever that time comes, man. And my mentor told me this one time. He says, you should never wait on someone to choose you. Stop waiting on people to do for you what you do for them.
So
You're
how
not an
about
option. Didn't Sophia just say that?
so how about before the relationship part, the pursuing part, the talking stage, like, because that's all the lead up to that.
Correct.
So how long should you do that and allow yourself to be in that situation?
I've been in that situation though. You know what I mean? I've been in that situation many times. Most men do actually go in there. Usually be the women make the first initiative. But I've been in that situation. I was with one relationship. We was together for 3.5 years, close to 4. You know what I mean? It was just fun time. We had a good time. We saw each other and feeling built up and said, you know, even this, talking about Heaven's mother. You know what I'm saying? So like we decided to say, you know what? Let's try it. You know what I mean? Let's try it. You know what I mean? Let's just give it a shot. It was like 4 years or so. You know what I mean? But like, we just give it a shot. You know, we dated. People don't court these days no more, man. I don't know what they call it, but yeah, it was just one of them things we decided to make a decision on and say, let's do it. And she said, yeah. Even despite that, you know, going back and forth with parents, you know, parents don't want to see certain people this, certain people that. But we just said, and when we made that decision, we moved on our own. We know us coming together as one, there was gonna be separation. My mom was a drunk, you know what I mean? I stayed in my mom's house, you know, drinking and cussing all the time. So we decided to just let's make this efficient. We moved on our own. 4 years. Yeah.
So this one's from BB Dubs. This is mainly aimed at Sofa. She said, why couldn't therapy help in a short-term relationship, Sofa?
I think if you need it too soon, like if they don't have a basic understanding, they need self-help already at that point. So if you can't talk through it, then they need to go get some self-help. And there's no, they need to grow, because it's not like I'm asking for unreasonable things or something off the wall. So it's like real basic stuff. Don't lie, cheat, or steal. And cuddle me. You know, it's like real basic stuff. If somebody is not a cuddler, then I don't date them. I'm very affection oriented.
I respect that. She asked something in the comment, I don't know if you saw it. She said, couldn't it help you grow together? Together
In the learning stage.
In a learning stage.
Yeah, but like before I got married, I did premarital counseling, right? And she said that she didn't want to have kids. And I said, that's a deal breaker. We can't get married. And
I
she's
do
like,
believe
well,
the kids part is important to know before you jump into something serious.
Let me do it,
yeah.
Dave.
So I said, well, I'm going to have kids, so this marriage isn't going to work. And she's like, oh, well, I'll have kids for you. Then it was always like, well, I had them for you later on. So it's not the same.
I believe that I don't have kids myself, and if I truly loved a man and they really didn't want kids,
Yeah, you good.
I don't know. That would have to be a big thing, like, because I do want kids, but also there's other routes to it. There's adoption and fostering and everything like that.
What if you had kids?
I used to not be okay with it. Like when I was a lot younger, I'd be like, I want to be that mom, that first mom. But women are all different, but I'm a nurturer. I love children. I work with children. I love children. So like kids and me naturally just like, we're fine together. As long as there's that relationship, like respectful relationship with the other parent, and you know, like it's always, you've got to be respectful because you aren't the main mom. You're not. Like, but you want to be that friend. You want to be that safe person, other woman
It's okay
to be safe. Like, so always got to be respectful in that relationship, because there are other factors, and you have to not let jealousy and everything get involved, because you want that. Okay, I want my man to have a positive relationship with his kids and the children's mother. Like, and that's what you guys should want. You want a positive relationship like that, like for the kids' sake in that way. Not meaning
I still pray for it to this
flirty
day.
or whatever, but to keep it, you want a positive relationship. You want to act that out to them and show them that.
Yeah, I got snipped, so I'm not having any more kids. I talked to my kids about it before I got snipped too.
Big shout out to the Snip gang.
But yeah, that's a good thing to tell women too, or whatever, men as well. Like, if you're being, a lot of men want children and women don't. So, and that's becoming more and more common in today's society, is men want the children, but women, the roles are all reversing, and that is something you should tell on the first few dates, honestly. But yeah. Do you have something to say for that, Lucid? I feel like your face is just given something.
Nah, y'all said it. Like, I'm in agreement. Like, it's just,
Amen.
It's just rough.
Amen.
Like, the thought alone kind of just brings up old things, and I'm kind of like, ugh.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. So we're going to end the show, man. I appreciate you guys being here. Real quick, before I end the show, first of all, I want to say thank you guys for being here. That's the end of the segment, y'all. Men take a seat. I have to end the show. You know what I mean? But I enjoyed myself. Sofa King was definitely an honor, man. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day. Luke, it's good to see you again. We got to reconnect again, King.
No, I'm back. We got a verse too. Yeah.
Yes. So King, if you have anything coming up, please let the world know, man. Everybody in my stream know what you got going on and when you stream.
I stream a few times a week, all random. I spend a lot of time with other people, supporting other people in their streams, creating content in their streams. I always get my challenges done. I like to play in contests and get some of the app money. So we'll see what it's next week. Anyone that's in the VIP contest, that's gonna be fire.
Yeah, I love to see the VIP. We can't see it, but us top baby. Thank you, Queen. I hit you with that favor, love. Thank you.
Lucy, I did hit you with a fave.
Lucy, what you got going on, man?
Hi, I'm Lucid Shore. I'm back to streaming, you know what I'm saying? I host a date night on Sundays, 8 p.m. Eastern. I hope y'all can make it. It's a different twist on it. We're looking for characters and genuine people to pop out, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Juju. So imagine, you go on a date, what hello means family. You know what I'm saying? So imagine you go on a date with a character, or you be a character and go on a date with a genuine person, or it's two characters going on dates together. I'm looking
HBIC needs to be on it if he does that voice.
Bring me the characters, okay? I need them, okay? I am your host. We got genuine, raunchy, and funny questions for you. They get raunchier after 9, okay? I was told I need to say that because a lot of people were unprepared. I also host, I also admin for Role Model Fresh for acting out. You see class women here, so if you don't want to talk to me, you better talk to her, okay? We got Mirage Monet with Babalistic for those who don't make sense. Yes, losers do dares. And we got the lovely Sunshine with Lyrically Correct. So if you got music trivia on your belt, let me know. I got a show for you. Yes,
Amen. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys.
Started all those shows out, okay? Like they better give this man prompts he gave you.
Or just pull up. I'll go through the portfolio.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here. I do host this show every Friday at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Men, if you know, fellas, if you know anybody that want to do the show, man, please. Like, I love to hear from other men. Men don't open up too much, man. So just give a platform. Some topics are serious than others. You know what I mean? Based on who wins and what they want to talk about. So if you guys want to know anybody would like to be on the show, these two people right here, man, hit them up or hit me up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. So me, I do this every Friday. Okay. I am I'm working on bringing one of my shows back. But I do this every Friday, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And also, if anybody interested, I host cruise events. If you like going on, you got no problem going on the water. I host cruise events. I teamed up with Carnival. And then we host cruise every year, man. This is our third one. Sofa King will hopefully be there next year. But anybody more than welcome, man. I do homeless events. And also, y'all, listen, I need some people, okay? If anybody like fragrances, I'm doing a contest. You see right up there, I got names up there that climb my board, man, that support the coaches, support me and my vision. I have fragrances, man. So if you purchase a fragrance, which is in my bag, but you get your name on the wall. You one entry. If you purchase 2 bottles, you get 3 entries. But if you win, I will send you some candles. You know what I mean? Like I have other things of fragrance, and then you have opportunity to name your own fragrance. You know what I mean? So whoever the one is, design whatever you want me to name it. It's up to you. I create it, whatever you think, and I send you samples over the course of time. I have that as well, man. So, but anybody interested, man, support your people, man. Support your people. We have a vision. We can't do this without y'all. You know what I mean? So if you guys interested in smell goods, and Sofa King had the opportunity to get some of my fragrance. I sent him a sample, man, and seems to me he said he really likes it. So, but yeah, man, that's all I got to say. And Brooke, yeah, you got some things going on.
J Roma Fragrances on IG, and you'll see a lot of the stuff. It's not fully updated, but you get the idea, and you can message country and stuff on there, and know more.
Yeah, man. Yeah, appreciate it.
I do have a featured show every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Class is my admin for that. So if anyone is wanting to be on that and tell us about where you're from, have some good fun. We do trivia and some slang word games and stuff. I would love you on. We also do a show after this at 8:45 Eastern, and we talk about this topic that the men have spoken about, and hear from women's point of view. So I probably will get on. I haven't streamed it all this week, but I probably will get on and just let women, if they want to say anything about it. I haven't got actual guests this week, but I might just let it have a topic, because I'm sure women have a totally different point of view, which is why we created this. Class helped me a lot with this in country, and it was requested a lot. So yeah.
Last week it was fun to listen to the guy's side and then go over to your stream and listen to the woman's point of view. Because you can see the differences. There's some similarities and some things that
Ella was
are
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very good, man.
Just like get you to understand and be a bit more patient, maybe, with the opposite sex, because we choose differently.
True. Oh, also, class, I did send that wheel. Yeah, you can check his board.
I just want to make sure.
No. I'm not going nowhere without sending that and making sure you know.
Your name
I
is
sent
attached
it.
to me.
Okay.
I need that 1K page. Thanks.
For the one? Dang. I'm gonna keep it stacked with you. I'm gonna have 5 good ones for you.